Yo, Unk. This is Eric. Hey, just kind of walking through my Lightroom workflow. Definitely adapt as you see the need. So what I do, I click on Edit. So I guess I can jump back out here or Import. Import, grab your source. Typically, I'm on Copy. I don't import suspected duplicates. I import usually into a subfolder, and I assign some keywords. So I'll tag Dr. Reunion or whatever thing, because definitely as I've got 140,000 photos or whatever it is now, it gets kind of crazy. Then what I do, I come in here. This is the one I created from the reunion. So you see I have 1,648 photos in here. This is Addie's and mine combined, so I tagged hers and those types of things. And then, so for example, here's all of the ones that don't contain Addie. So now I can just look at my photos. What you can do if you find that you're always clicking on auto, you can actually go and, when you're in the library view here, highlight them all and then do a quick like auto tone control, and that will just do auto mode on all 900 of your photos. That way you don't have to click auto each time. So the reason I do that often, if I know that I've set pretty good settings and I'm close, I'll click auto. Sometimes I don't like what auto does, but it's a good first pass. And so then what I'll do, I'll get my photos and then I'll actually jump in here and go into develop mode. And what I'll do is kind of fly through them. And let's say on this one, I didn't click auto, but I'll click auto and go, okay, that's workable. And then I'll actually flag it as a pick. I never do the reject thing here, but if you're looking to save space, I just don't really take the time to go delete these files. I just keep them all. Anyway, I click a tag to save the one that I like, and then I just keep going to the next one. It's like, I don't really like that one. Okay, that might be workable. Okay, I'm gonna click auto on this one and see if it works. Sometimes I might not like what auto does. I probably changed this one already. I like the color temperature as it was shot, so that's fine. But if you do auto color temperature, you can see how it changed it. No, I don't really like that. So I'll kind of just come and play with a few different things that I like. What I would say is a few things just quickly about editing photos. Adobe Color is pretty solid. I've found Adobe Landscape, if you're doing these, you can get away with, but just don't oversaturate it too much. It's pretty easy to do. Like this one jumped to green. And the one that I always do when I'm doing this type of shot, dehaze is a great friend. You can see I did dehaze. I did +12. The thing you got to be a little bit careful about is, like, if you zoom in on a photo, if you're doing too much manipulation, you'll get kind of let's see if we can show it on this. You'll start to get either too dark or you'll get some noise in your picture. And then be real careful with vibrance and saturation. Vibrance is for when you have skin tones in a photo, so you've got pictures of a lot of people. If you want the colors to pop, you use vibrance, not saturation. Saturation will saturate the pinks and the reds, so make people look too pink. So the saturation slider on a landscape like this one, not a problem, but if you use, so you can see on this, it's not a problem. Just be a little bit careful on using too much, especially with people. Like, they'll get too pink looking. So that's kind of just a couple of quick things about adjustments. One thing, let's see, lens corrections are kind of interesting. So if you do enable profile corrections, you'll see how this photo flexes out, because I'm shooting at 24 millimeters, so that's sometimes helpful depending on which lens you're shooting with. But I don't usually even spend that much time with most photos. Most of them I just kind of click through on auto. I flag the ones I like, so I'll kind of cruise through. Okay, that's a pretty cool one. Actually like that one. So I'll flag them, and then go through all your 900 pictures, flag what you like on auto. And then what I do is I actually jump back to library mode, and I go attribute, and I say give me all the ones that are flagged, and I highlight the ones that are flagged, and then I go back through and I actually edit. So that's kind of my flow. So you can see I have 26 Obviously, I'm not all the way through the 1648, but I have 26 photos flagged right now. Then I'll spend a little bit more time kind of dialing these in and making sure I'm happy with them. And then what I do is this catalog here isn't set up for SmugMug, but I use SmugMug, and you'll see all of my photos are shared up to SmugMug after I'm done editing. So that's how I'll share my library. I know you put out a thing for people to upload. We could also do it to SmugMug. The nice thing is SmugMug, I'm already paying for it. SmugMug's already got the 2015 reunion. It's got all the Waddington reunions and everything out there. So anyway, so that's kind of what I do. So then I would also publish to SmugMug right through Lightroom. So that's kind of my workflow in Lightroom. Hopefully that's helpful for you. I'm probably forgetting plenty of stuff, but I pretty much live between library and develop. Do a quick pass, just flag the ones I'm interested in, go back, and like I said, I try to keep it maybe to 100, 120 photos, sometimes 150, because I'm just trying to take pictures of all the people. They're not all necessarily the best pictures, so that's kind of the thought process that I use. Hopefully that's at least a little bit helpful to you. All right, man. See ya. Bye.